Hello guys and welcome to my channel. My name is Nick O'Leary and this week we're looking at a model in the Mercedes-Benz range which has been out for I think almost a year now. Its release date was a year ago anyway, but when asked, not many people know about it. And yes guys, that's right, it's the Mercedes-Benz GLB, or some people online have been calling a baby G-Wagon or even a baby GLS. And I do kind of get where those names are coming from, because a G-Wagon is renowned for being squared, and this does have some kind of squared off angles and squared off looks. And of course in the GLS, it's a 7-seater, and you can get the GLB in a 7-seater. Now naturally it is a smaller car, so obviously there will be less legroom for the 6th and 7th person sat in the back. But I do kind of get where those names are coming from. Now, prices start in the UK from around £35,000, and that's for a GLB 200 Sport. Or you could upgrade and get something like this in AMG Line. The difference between Sport and AMG Line is basically the looks. One offering a slightly more sportier and dynamic look. It'll add slightly more stylish wheels and styling to the bumpers as well. And on the interior, offering a flat bottom steering wheel and red contrast stitching to the seats. Boot space is an extremely generous 570 litres with the seats up and 1,805 litres with them down. This is for this car, but just bear in mind that if you went for the 7-seater, this will be reduced just by a little bit. The Mercedes-Benz GLB has 4 engine variants to choose from. There's 2 petrol and 2 diesel, and all of them are available with the Mercedes-Benz 4MATIC 4-wheel drive system, apart from one of the models. So if you did want 4MATIC, you've got 3 to choose from. The engines are also known as a GLB 200 1.3 litre petrol engine with 163 horsepower. The GLB 200D moves to a 2 litre diesel with 150 horsepower. The other 2 are the more powerful versions with a beefed up and tuned 2 litre diesel with 190 horsepower. And then finally on the Mercedes-AMG variant, you get a Mercedes-AMG GLB 35. This features a 2 litre petrol engine outputting a whopping 306 horsepower for those petrol enthusiasts. So once you've chosen between Sport or AMG Line, and of course you've chosen your engine, you then get on to the specification of the car. And to be honest, there's quite a few things as standard, but you might want to add a few extra little things. For example, I'm actually sat in a premium package GLB at the moment. So you can see these awesome blue ambient lighting everywhere. And then you've got these 2 dual widescreen cockpits. Now, one thing to note, the GLB actually comes as standard with 2 7-inch screens. This one's actually 2 10.25-inch screens. The difference being these are both rectangular, so they stretch across the whole dashboard. If you imagine, instead of being rectangles, they are squares, so kind of just like here and here, and the kind of end bits are chopped off. That's what's standard. So it's important to note if you do want the wider screen that's like in this one here, you do need to go for the premium package. But having said that, standard equipment, obviously you've got the MBUX system, which is absolutely amazing. I've done a very basic video on how this works, just the basic functions, and I've also done a full in-depth guide on what this system can do in 2020. It is just under an hour long, so definitely get some popcorn if you're going to watch that. But I'd say that's probably more for people who already have the car and want to get the most out of every setting possible. There's quite a few things standard on the Mercedes-Benz GLB. These include things such as automatic lights. We also have rain sensing wipers, which are quite common on most cars these days. But you can even talk to the car as well. So you could say, "Hey Mercedes,
how may I help you?"
And you can give it commands, ask it the weather, ask how she's doing. So yeah, pretty cool that. Now the premium package consists of a mirror package for a start, which lets you fold your mirrors in electrically using a button over here, or when you lock and unlock the car, they'll fold in automatically. There's a pre-installation for a trailer coupling as well, so if you're going to do any towing, that might come of use there. Then there's keyless go, which basically allows you to put your hands behind the handle and it will auto unlock the car. And there's also just a little rectangle on the door handle where you can lock the car too. You also get these awesome ambient lighting colours, and no, you don't have to have blue. I just set it to blue because it's the brightest one just to show it off, but you do have another 63 colours, 64 on total to choose from. And if you do find yourself colour hopping, you can also change them to multicolours. You can do like red and blue, or blue and yellow, or different shades of green, or even have a multicolour cycle through them all. So very, very, very stylish. Other things will include door sills illuminated with Mercedes-Benz lettering. That's the door sills just down on the side here. And then we've got parking sensors, MBUX augmented reality for the navigation software. I've covered that in the MBUX video. And then of course we've got these two widescreen displays, obviously the 7-inch being the small ones and then the 10.25-inch being the larger ones. The only other couple of things are the upgraded sound system, wireless charging in here for any compatible phones, and as you have that, you also have access to the smartphone integration package, which is Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. But don't worry if you haven't gone for that, because this system is MBUX. You can actually purchase this from the Mercedes-Me store remotely if you haven't gone for that. So you can kind of almost like retrofit it after purchase. Now, Premium Plus consists of even more gadgets than what we just mentioned. Obviously, it includes all the standard equipment and Premium package, but in Premium Plus, you then have things like the driving assistance package. I have covered this in another video already, so if you wanted to check out what this does, click on the pop-up banner up above and we'll take you straight to that one to show you what that does. It is a video in itself, so I filmed that on the road showing you what each element of that package does. The other things Premium Plus includes are multi-beam LED. So that is if you're driving at night time and you have your full beam on, it will kind of make a cardboard cutout essentially of the car in front. So you have full beam on everywhere apart from where that car is ahead, and it will track that car and basically put a shadow over them so they don't have the full beam on them. It will do it for cars coming towards you, or even cars directly in front of you as well. It's very, very, very clever. And it's all automatic and it's all controlled in the usual place, just where you would flash your lights, you push away to put it on auto. Panoramic sunroof, that's always a nice touch just to let a little bit more light in, and of course it does open, and there is a blind as well in case you just want to kind of close it. The final thing is the memory package. This allows you to adjust your seat electrically up here, and you can also program it into the profiles on the screen, but you've also got 3 programs to set as well. And there we go, guys, that concludes this week's video on the Mercedes-Benz GLB. Just a quick first look at it anyway. If you liked what you saw, don't forget that like button, and of course do hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos just like this each week on a Friday. Don't forget, guys, leave a comment down below if you want any suggestions on any future videos, and I'll do my best to accommodate. Until next week, see you all then.